Hey, welcome to another rated R-ish Raid Shadow Legends with Ron Dag Nabbit. Today, we are going to talk about how to flogging decide what the next thing to do is when you're doing an account and you're looking at what champs you got and what progression you're making and then deciding what do I want to do next. So here's where I'm at. This is my experiment account. If you recall, my experiment account is that my plan was I spent some money, but I have not bought any. I spent some money, but I have not bought any shards at all. It was all the shards I got were all just from doing different stuff like the different challenges, missions, etc., and then getting as much of the campaigns done, the challenges, and then also from doing clan boss. So those are all the things I've gotten. Why I've gotten these things. I've already pulled, what would we do? 12 sacred shards, 10 voids, 167 ancient shards, and that was with buying no shards. The whole point of this is just to kind of prove that you don't really have to buy shards if you don't want to buy shards. It's all up to you, of course. Spend money how you want to spend. I like spending money. I guess we'll turn this into that part of the video. I like getting specific gear. Bolster is a great set. And by the way, you don't buy any of the equipment that they offer you. Any weapons, shields, blah blah blah, any of that stuff, don't ever buy that. It's not worth the money. You can farm that stuff. But this stuff right here is pretty great. Defiant, bolster. I did get this, so some people have said you don't really need the speed. It ignores 20% of enemy defense and then gives you plus 12 speed. I actually think it's kind of cool, getting a little extra speed and then also ignoring defense. So I got that. That was my decision there. And then I've bought gems, the monthly gem pack, a couple of times, so that I can get my mind going. Boom, all that sort of thing. And after I did my big draw to get Razelvarg, which I got, that was the whole point of. I made an impulse decision because I had planned on waiting to get to a certain number and then pulling on double events. I got to do double event on the sacred shards, but not on the ancient shards. So there you go, or on the voids that I pulled. So let's talk about where we are. So in this count, it's pretty new, because of waiting to pull the shards. So I've got some 60s, I got a few legendaries, I got a couple legendaries I got to build up at some point. And so basically at this point, it's not super exciting. It's a lot of getting as many 60-star characters as possible. Just 60-starring champs, 6-star champions, bring them up to 60. We got Crypt King Grawl because we were thinking we would need to get through Spider to get to 20 in Spider so that I can start getting 5 or 6-star gear. But I made a Spider team, these guys, who are doing the job. And then the big one that I have a problem with is Fire Knight. So my next thing is trying to get through Fire Knight. And we haven't tried to build a new team for that yet, but we will be doing that soon. So that's one of the things. But then really the next thing for this one is we're getting everybody's favorite, Sylve the Drix. So I've just been building more food up so that I can 6-star Sylve the Drix relatively quickly. Sylve the Drix gives you an increased speed on a random ally, plus heals all allies by 10% of their max hit points at the start of every turn. She is the best. She is the flogging best, dagnabbit. I don't give a socks what you think. Yeah, those are the cuss words, guys. They're fake cuss words. She puts revives an ally, 50% hit points, and places a 50% ally protection buff on them for 2 turns. It's awesome. Then we've got the stun. Each hit has a 20% chance of placing a stun. Attacks all enemies 2 times. If you get that up to 35% chance, which generally means you're getting out a lot of stuns. Something down the road that I'm going to do, because I got a couple of people who throw out stuns, is I'm going to try to build an interesting stun team. She gets, Armina does cool stuff with stuns. Skaramis does some cool stuff with stuns. So I may like make a fun stun comp at some point, but that's down the road. My main goal right now is to get more 60s and to get more good gear. I need even better gear, so I'll be doing saving up some stuff for the forge, because now I've got a few things to rank chance rarity. This kind of stuff, very important. And I'll be getting more perception gear, and then my new favorite is Defiant. So I'll be getting a bunch of Defiant gear, because it's 45% damage mitigation. Everything you're going to do is better. I'm coming up with a theory that you might even be able to do stuff in Clan Boss where you just take 5 damage dealers, get them going at 2-to-1, and put them in all Defiant gear, and with a decreased attack there, and just go to town. I'm curious to see what'll happen, and we'll get there at some point. So those are the couple main goals. Get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss by getting the right gear, and then get Seal of the Drakes to 6 stars. And now, to give you an idea of a different account and making different decisions, I'm going to show you my other account that I've been playing for 3 years. Hold on, I'll be right back. And we're back! And this is my other account. Obviously, I've gotten up to 100 here. I've got a lot more champions to work with, etc., etc. So the goals are a little bit different when you've got a bazillion different characters and stuff like that. Though, my new goal right now is I'm going to get Razzlevarg. So our newest goal since we got Zerabat is to... first off, let me show you, I got a lot more... Move me over to the side here. Obviously on this account, I have a lot more characters to work with, which you saw earlier, except for that I was hiding most of them. So you got a lot more fun stuff to do. And I think it's going to be fun to just build some interesting stuff now that I've got different characters. I'm thinking about trying to do some weird clan boss where I use Lanicus, Razzlevarg, and where is he? Longbeard, and then have multiple ally attack in a clan boss. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. I don't know how hard it'll be to speed tune, but I think that it'll be interesting and fun to try, so I'm going to do that. So that's kind of what's going on with this account. And I've gotten through pretty much every single dungeon, except for some of the hard stuff. Ice Golem. Let's see. What did I get through hard? I don't really care about Ice Golem very much. So I think I did it once and was like, meh, I don't care, and didn't do it anymore. And then we got through Spider's Den. We've got the team that everybody uses now for Spider Den, or a version of it. We've got Duchess for the old sweet increased attack. Then we've got Lydia for the decrease defense and weaken. Then we have Tombstone putting out the poisons. And then we've got a Kemptum who puts out his little hexes that he does his special passive skill. And then we got Renegade doing a reset for everybody so that they do it twice. And it takes 35 seconds. Bam, knocked out. Great. Right about 35, 40 seconds. Sometimes up to a minute if somebody survives. Now, we could try to get farther in Sand Devil's Necropolis. but I don't think I've got a great team for it. Though I do have Marichka, and I do have a couple of other people that might work for it. So that's one of my eventual goals. I'm not even trying Fire Knight hard because it's outlandish. I believe I tried it and could not get past even stage 1. And then my main goal on this account, and also the thing that I'm going to be showing to you all, is how important Great Hall is. I'm going to get all of this up to 10. I got 3,000 started, and I believe I need 20-something thousand to do it. I figured it out a while back. At some point, I'll just update that. But I believe it'll take me about a year to get all of the medals that I need to knock out. yeah, a year to bring it up to, and that's if I win 50. Oh no, wait, was it 45? If I win 45 arena battles a day, then I can get my Great Hall going in it completely to 10 in about a year. So those are the main goals on this. So the goals are a lot different when you've got a little more advanced account. And the thing that I like about once you've done a longer account is you can also just try fun stuff. Like, like I mentioned that stun group. I could put together a ton of stun characters because I have like multiple characters that do stuns. And that would be fun. So basically, like I said, I'm basically going to try to get a 1-key clan boss team. I do technically also have the 1-key Demitha, but a lot of the things they're doing with Demitha, it's a 2-key Ultra Nightmare, and I already have a weird team that does a 2-key Ultra Nightmare. I'll show you my Ultra Nightmare clan boss team just because why not? It's honestly very silly that I use who I use. It's Richka, Duchess, Lydia, and then Demitha with, not Razavar, what is his name? The rat, Nishak, the Vermin Lord. And it's odd, but it gets me 40 million basically every time, which puts me at a 2-key, but I do want to try to get to a 1-key. And now I might use Demitha for a 1-key unkillable because there is a team like that. And I have the speeds available to do it, so I need to try it out. But I also just want to do a fun, weird team with that double ally attack team just to see if I can make it work. Putting this gentleman in under Priest Brogny, so that, and then also putting in Demitha and seeing if I can get her constantly bringing this, where I increase the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn, and then I have Lanicus also increasing the ally buffs by 1 turn, and if I can get them to do it at the same time, I can have his shield up constantly, which would be super fun, because then I can last more than 50 turns. If I get a great big long shield and he's constantly building it up on top of that, then I may be able to actually make a weird fun team. That's the basic goal. So yeah, that's everything that I'm trying to work on, and I just wanted to show you the couple of differences when you're doing different accounts so that you can see what you're doing when you're doing a mid-level spending account, which all my accounts are, by the way. This is years in, that's why I have so many characters and stuff like that. I have spent some money, and I bought shards on this one, and I don't think I needed to, and I just wanted to prove that, so that's why I made the experiment account. So anyways, thanks for listening to another episode of Rated R-ish Raid Shadow Legends with Ron. Dagnabbit! If you enjoyed my silliness, subscribe, push the notification button, be my friend, like everything, all the good stuff. Thanks, and have a nice day.